What's going on, crypto fam? Today is Tuesday, April 19th. Markets had mostly a green day today, right? Nothing really big on a lot of the coins, just 1, 2, 3, 4% gains. Um, we had storage 10% gains and SNX 18% gains. So if you had SNX, good for you. Nice day. Uh, but I want to talk about Bitcoin a little bit and then also go over some other coins that may potentially shoot off tonight if we're going to continue up from here. And that's why I want to look at Bitcoin first. All right, so Bitcoin, let's go to the screw. All right, so yesterday when we were looking at this, I said I wasn't getting a full signal, buy signal to get into Bitcoin, right? If anything, it was telling me to, if I was short, to close my short position, right? So then we got a rally today, right? But I still didn't get a buy signal on my indicator because usually, and what I was showing you with yesterday was these settings, right? So still not giving me a full signal. So the RTSI, while it came above the zero line, we're still not getting a read on our other indicator. So this leads me to believe that this pump we got today, well, I don't even want to call it a pump, but this 2% increase could possibly be from shorts taking their profits, right? So what happens when a short takes their profit, right? If they shorted here, what they did is they borrowed shares from the exchange at 45,560, let's say. And when they get an exit signal, they have to buy those shares back because they borrowed the shares here. They sold it at 45,000, hoping that it was going to go down. And then they buy back here at 40,834, which is a $4,800 difference, right? So they buy it back here so they could give it back to the exchange. So if shorts were covering here, then this increase in price could be just from the shorts buying back their shares. So it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to continue from here. It does look like a place that it probably should bounce from, but I'm not so sure yet. Usually I like more indication that we're bouncing from here, and most of the time I like to see price above the Kijinsen. So with that said, if I take this indicator, which I used to use these settings, right? This is more sensitive. So you're going to get signals earlier, but those signals are going to fail more than the other signal, right? If you backtest it, these settings will fail more times than the other settings. So if you're an aggressive trader, I would put these settings on. If you're a more conservative trader, I'd keep the other settings on. So that is what I want to say for tonight. But let's look at, and I checked all these coins with the conservative settings. They're still not giving me a signal. And then I checked it with the more sensitive settings on the Waratah explosion, and these were actually giving me signals for tonight. So if you're aggressive, these are the coins I'd be looking at. So you got Algo. It's giving me a full signal. Right? Volume still tapering off. AVAX. AVAX is right up against the cloud again, giving me a full signal tonight. Now let's look at how some of these did the last time. Like if you would have took it here, this gave me a signal, and then we had two days of downside, and then it finally went up. Let's look at it here. We didn't get the full signal here. Let's look at it here. Gave it to us on, nope, gave it to us on this one, and nice run. This one we got the signal here, nice run. This one gave us the signal on this one. We had 2 days sideways, actually kind of just went sideways for a while, right? And I might have actually, after the 4th or 5th day, I probably would have dropped it right here and just waited for another signal. Then when I would have got this, I could have took it. But it does work. It is an effective signal, but like I said, usually the other signal is stronger. So we're also getting a signal on band. How did previous work out on band? So you would have got the signal on this one. You would have had one down day and then 2 up days, down day, and then it kind of took off. So you kind of trade sideways for a couple of days. And that kind of makes sense, right? Because you're getting the signal a little earlier here. Whereas if you would have waited for the signal on the 20 to 40, you probably wouldn't have got it until a couple of days later. Let's look. So you got the signal on this one. Actually, yep, you would have got the signal on this one. And what was the other one? Let's go back. Yeah, so you got the signal 2 days later, basically. You still have 1 day upside, then a downside, and then off to the races. This one, see, this one wouldn't have worked out for you too good. This one, I wouldn't have touched it while it was orange. So I would have got it on this one. It would have worked out. This one we wouldn't have taken under the Tankinson and Kijitson. This one we wouldn't have taken. It was still under the Tankinson and Kijitson. So either way, you're getting a signal on this tonight. Dot, getting a signal on dot tonight. ICP, also getting a signal on, but volume's still declining. So Litecoin, you're getting a signal on. Matic, we're getting a signal on, but we got a doji candle, so I don't know about taking Matic yet. Ren, you got a signal on. Storage had a nice day, but look at, there's basically no volume here, right? It doesn't take much to move storage because there's not much volume. Av's giving us a signal tonight. Av's actually looking stronger than the other ones, and I'm going to show you why. CVC, you're getting a signal on, right? We did good with CVC over here. SOL, Solana, you're getting a signal on it. So these coins, you're getting a signal now. Let's take off the, right? We also broke on Solana, we broke this, this high right here, right? So we could potentially start making higher highs, higher lows. It depends, right? So if you look at most technical analysts, we're usually, no matter what system we're using, we're usually 1 or 2 days off of each other's signals. Like you may get a signal 1 day earlier or 1 day later than me, right? But that's really up to the preference of the technical analyst, because he may be a little bit more conservative or he may be a little more aggressive. But we generally get the signals 1 or 2, 3 days apart from each other most of the time. If we're, swing traders, or we're trading the same type of system. If you're trading, reversals off the bottom, most traders are getting the signals either same day, day before, day after. So it depends what type of trader you are, what type of system you're trading, and so forth. So this Sal, you're actually getting a higher high today. Plus I'm getting a signal on my system here. CVC, now, as I was just saying, so some traders would say, okay, as long as we break the candle, then we have a higher high. Some people wait for the break of the wick, right? Until we break this, it's not a signal for me. So, do with that as you will. I usually like to wait for the break of the candle myself, but a lot of times this won't work out for you, right? It comes right up to air and it gets rejected. So AVs high, right? So Sol and AV both have higher highs so far and higher lows, right? This low is higher than this low. Now we got a high, and this high is higher. Same thing, well, Sol not necessarily, right? It was flat, and now we're getting a higher high. Storage, same thing, higher high. Ren, same thing, higher high. Matic, not so much, right? Some people say as long as we break this. Some people say as long as we break this, right? So it's up to you. Litecoin, Litecoin looks like it made a low, higher low. We didn't make a higher high yet. So you could wait till we break 114 before you take a trade, but I think there's other better plays right now. Same thing, we haven't made a higher high yet on ICP, even though we're getting a signal. Dot, we're making a higher high. So somebody's tonight, maybe they got one more candle up, or maybe we'll reverse back down from here for a little bit and then make a higher high the next day. Band still, questionable. Are we gonna fall back down from here, get rejected from here, which is the same place we were here? Or are we gonna break through and continue up higher? AVAX, same thing, right? We really didn't break this last candle, so we could get rejected from here again, come down, just kind of keep on playing this range. But technically, I don't see a higher high here yet. All right, so what's one? Algo, one more. Algo, you can say, unless we break this wick right here, right, we could still get rejected. So, like I said, I would be okay with taking it after it breaks this candle right here. So up to you how you want to play it. You want to be aggressive, you want to wait till tomorrow till you get a better signal. That is up to you guys, but those are the coins that I'm seeing for tonight that look decent. And I haven't decided whether I'm taking any trades on tonight yet. Now, as far as yesterday's, and some of these might be coming for a rest tonight or go sideways, right? Because a lot of them, before we go on, a lot of them are in oversold right now on overbought, sorry, right, on the RTSI, right? We're getting up to those higher levels where things could start coming back down, right? ICP looks like it's getting rejected from the top of the cloud. But yeah, they're all pretty far up there right now, right? This is usually where they turn down. So it's a possibility we get a down day on some of these coins and then see what happens the following day. Or maybe we'll just get it down, 12 hours down and then back on up. Because this is the 4-hour chart. And now let's go back to yesterday's. So yesterday we were looking at OGN. Now OGN, as long as we hold the Kijitsu, I'm okay with holding this. Let's put the... All right, so it looks like we came down. We came back up to the 50, and we could be making another leg down. But if we break below this, I'd be considering getting out. I think I said my stop loss is at 55 cents. But anywhere around there, 53, 55 cents. After that, I'd dump it. Hopefully, we're just going to come down. We're going to test this 60 cents area if we're going to continue down, and then bounce off and make another leg up to 75 cents, which is where our target was, which is right here at this next Fibonacci level. So that's all I got for you guys tonight, and I will check in with you possibly tomorrow or the next day. All right. Talk to you soon. Be well. If you found this video helpful, please follow, like, share. We could all use all the help we can get as far as getting the word out there. And appreciate it. Talk to you soon. Have a good night.